Well, hello there. How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're going to be uncovering everything you need to be hearing right now, everything you need to know at this moment. Whenever you stumble upon this video, no, it's no coincidence. If you've been wondering about certain questions that you have in your mind about a situation, or even if you don't have any particular question in your mind, it's like, what is it you need to know exactly at this moment? No sugarcoating, no nothing, just the honest truth. That's what we're going to be doing today. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around because I'm really excited about this one. Before we jump right in, just a reminder that if you enjoy this content, please like it and subscribe so you don't miss out when your boy posts new videos like so. And with that out of the way, let's get to it. We got 4 piles to be choosing from today, and I'm going to ask you to tune into your intuition with your question in mind if you have one, to feel, to sense what is the pile which is calling out the most to you. Knowing that whatever piles you feel the most drawn to is going to be the one or the ones which is holding the message that you need to be hearing right now, everything you need to know at this moment. So I'm going to go over the crystal for now. For pile number 1, we're going to have this rose quartz. Pile number 2, we're going to have this Labradorite here. Yep. Pile number 3, it's going to be a gorgeous piece of amethyst. There we go. And pile number 4, it's going to be the Hematite. Little Hematite. There you go. So yeah, take the time, all the time that you need, pause the video if you need, if you feel that you need, to really tune into your intuition, to feel whatever pile you feel the most drawn to, maybe the crystal, maybe the number of the pile, maybe the card, whatever. Trusting that, again, your intuition will be guiding you towards the pile which holds the message for you right now. Once you have made your choice, you can fast forward directly to the timestamps, which are provided down below, either in the pinned comment or the description box, so that you can fast forward directly to your reading. I'm gonna see you there. Hey, pile number 1, you're up. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. If pile 1, if you chose this beautiful rose quartz, that's gonna be your reading, so I hope you're excited, I hope you're ready, I hope you're curious, all that good stuff. Let's get to it. Okay, let us begin. So I'm gonna start with some oracle cards to get the overall energy that we're dealing with, the overall energy of what it is that you need to know. Exactly what you need to do at this moment. Pile number 1. Yep. Let's go. So we have the flamingo spirit and the giraffe. I'm really sensing that right now, if you tune into this pile, you are currently experiencing, perhaps you are either inquiring or are currently noticing yourself in a situation in your life where you feel a little stuck. What it feels like things are not necessarily moving as fast as you would want them to, or perhaps you're unsure about what situation. I'm sensing some confusion, I'm sensing some seemingly stuck energy, although I really don't feel that the energy is stuck in the slightest, but I feel that it feels like it. It feels like there are delays, it feels like it's not necessarily going where we want it to. Feels a little confusing as well, because I feel that you've set you've set some intentions, you have some desires, and you've been going for them in your own way, but it feels like it's not really necessarily getting reciprocated. It's like something feels off, but that's the whole point. It feels off, it's not. That's the one thing that you need to know. It's like, just from this card, the giraffe, I'm definitely sensing that you are wanting to, I feel like you're wanting to build something new. Feels like a project, an idea that you're wanting to see come to fruition. But at the same time, um, I feel that for some of you, perhaps you don't exactly know how to make it happen. So you're just like sending the intention out there and just following your inspiration to see how it would come to be. You know, it's like, I just feel you doing your best, although being honest with yourself, realizing that you feel that you perhaps don't necessarily have everything under control. That's for some of you. But I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, it's like you have a form of project, an idea, something that you want to see come to life. And right now it just feels like the universe is not necessarily answering. It feels like it's not getting back, it's not being reciprocated. You're launching a firework in the sky, but it's not responding from the other side. So you're like, what is happening? And on the other end, I feel that what is currently happening are things where it makes you feel a little like blah, a little. It feels a little like emotionless. It's like things are happening in your life, but they're not so satisfying all that much, I feel. And yeah, it feels like an in-between, really, but the message you need to know straight off the bat is what is currently happening. You may not realize it, perhaps one of the reasons why you're here today, but what is currently happening is exactly what is meant to be happening. Because you've set a goal and intention, you have declared, written in the sky, what it is you want to receive, what it is you want to see come to life. And so the world is reorganizing itself so as to bring it to you. However, in the process, from what I can tell, is that the version of you who asked for that thing is not the version of you who will receive it. Why? Because the thing you've asked, as beautiful as it is not something that the current version of you can hold. I hope it makes sense. I just feel that, it's like I see someone asking for the rain to fill up their cup. They just go outside it's a weird metaphor. Let's roll with it. It's like I see like almost a little kid who wants to just drink a glass of water, and guess what? It's raining outside, so they just get out, very hopeful, with their little cup, and they just hold the cup outside, and it rains. The camera, and it just rains, and they see that the little cup is getting a little bit of water, but it's far from what this kid had envisioned. This kid was dreaming of, like overflowing waters in their cup. And it's like the universe says, yeah, but you will need to learn that first of all, why going under the rain when you can go to the waterfall, which is just nearby? But had you realized there was a waterfall just nearby? It's like there's a better option, but did you even see it? And another thing is like, the cup you're holding, it's cute, but it's not big enough compared to the amount of water you're wanting to receive. And your cup feels like dusty. It feels old. It's like, yes, you can have it's I'm really sensing like on behalf of the universe, it's like, of course you can have this water, but why would you be waiting under the rain for your cup to fill? Especially when your cup is like, could be so much better. It's like the universe is wanting you to offer way more than what you've asked for, but right now you're not being the person who can receive all of that. Continuing on this metaphor, it's like if the kid was to see their cup overflow with the water of the rain, they'd probably be freaking out, because it would mean that it would be raining a lot, and that perhaps is not something they had anticipated. I hope it makes sense through this metaphor, but what I'm getting at is that the universe is wanting you to give you what you asked for and much more. The universe recognizes that there is a much better way to obtain, much more efficient way to obtain that which you desire, and is getting you there. However, the process is leading you into shifting your attention from the rain to the waterfall, and admitting to yourself that you need to give up on this little cup that you wanted to fill, and instead opt for a much bigger, much more beautiful cup, which is able to hold much more water. So it's an interesting metaphor that came through. But that's what I'm getting is like, you feel that you're in a little in between, in a situation where things are not necessarily going the way you would expect them to, but it's like, see the bigger picture. It's actually happening the way it is meant to. It's just that you did not anticipate, because you have written something in the sky and the universe is responding it, saying, I'm gonna give you much more than this actually. Glad you freaking asked, but I'm gonna give you much more. However, in this present state, you're not capable of holding all of it. If I send you all of this water, you're gonna freak out. So what's the point? That's the in-between. You're transforming. That's what I'm feeling. You're transforming beautifully and very quickly, I'm getting. But don't lose yourself in the illusion that it's not happening, because this is not true. What many cards are flying out? What do you mean? It's like the whole process that you're feeling, the whole process you're witnessing is the first manifestations of that which you've asked for. It's not that it's taking time, it's just that you are aligning as with this desire as much as the universe is aligning with you. It's like both sides are finding themselves. The universe is willing to give you that, but the universe is asking you to open up to much more. And that requires like a ping pong. Ping pong ball is like, now the ball's back in your camp. It's like, okay, my time to shift my focus from the rain to the waterfall, my time to shift my focus from this old cup to this new one. I hope it makes sense, but that's really what I'm seeing there. So, you know, it's like I see some confusion, but the message is it's completely normal. Just understand that it's completely okay. It's even expected to feel a little confused, to feel like, to have questions about like, okay, but then what about what I asked? You know, it's like, no, it's happening. You need to know that it is happening. Just trust the process. What you're experiencing is part of it. Okay? So in the middle, I've picked up some tarot cards. I'm gonna give us more information. Got the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and that's the Nine of Cups. We got Cups and Pentacles. What an interesting thing. Which is interesting because like Cups are about the water element, Pentacles is about the earth element. Flamingo to me, I haven't checked it out, but to me intuitively feels like a water element animal, and the giraffe feels more like an earth element itself. So don't quote me on these ones, but it really feels like we got a lot of earth and a lot of water energy, which is beautiful. I'm definitely sensing it's just that is giving more information about what you're currently focusing on. I'm definitely sensing that the project that you're currently focusing on, that you're wanting to see come to life, has two finalities. First of all, it's something that you want to see in the actual physical life. It's something tangible. It's something earth related. Could be literally the entire world, but it's just like it's a project that you're wanting to come to see to fruition. It's actually something that you can see, whether it is a relationship, a project, career, like could be many things honestly, but it's like it's really, I genuinely do feel that what you're thinking about is something tangible, something you can touch with your hands. But also the fact we got the cups like sandwiching almost, it just feels like, yes, you're wanting to see this project come to life, but another intention attached to this same goal is the emotional fulfillment part of it. It's not just something that you want to come to see to life for the heck of it. It's just, it feels like it's something that means a lot to you. That's why I'm hearing from the universe, it's like, my God, are you meant to get there? Oh yes, you're meant to get there. But funny that in the metaphor I use, I talked about a cup, because yeah, cups being filled with whatever, it really reminds us of the notion of emotional fulfillment, feeling fulfilled. And that's definitely what I'm seeing here. It's like, you're gonna get your pentacle, but you're also gonna get your cup filled. And the universe is saying, I want you to have both. I want you to be able to handle it all. It's like the universe is opening up the floodgates for you for a whole darn lot of energy. Perhaps much, much more than you have ever contained within your life. And the thing I'm hearing is like something I heard before. It's like, sometimes when we ask for something which actually aren't, but feel much bigger than us, the first response on behalf of the universe will be will appear in forms of seeming challenges or tests. The purpose is not to to challenge you or to test you. The purpose is really to lead you into becoming the version of you who is capable of holding all of this energy. Because I don't know if you've had this experience, but when we receive much, much more than what we are actually capable of holding and handling, whatever kind of energy it is, even if we're talking just about money, it's like we freak out. We lose our identity in it. It's just energy stuff. But when we receive much more than what we're actually capable of handling, it's of disservice, believe it or not. Some of you are already aware of this, though. But it's like, so the point isn't to say, no, you cannot have it because you're not capable of handling it. It's just, I'm going to give it to you. But part of your project, part of your gift, part of your success is in your transformation as well. Your transformation is completely part of this gift, of this beautiful gift that you're receiving, of this beautiful project manifesting and coming to life, which I find interesting. This is like one of the things I was saying is like the version of you who will receive all of it, who will come to see it come to life, is not the person who asked for it. It is not, because the version of you who asked for it is not capable of handling that much goodness. It's like, it's too much for this person to handle. And so if you were to receive it this way, this person would simply freak out, not know what to do with it, and would probably end up losing it anyway. So yeah, it's like, it's a beautiful transformation. That's what you're being asked to realize. Is like, no, things are actually purposefully happening exactly as they're meant to. It's just that perhaps you didn't anticipate that point. You're transforming. Yes, you will have it all, but on top of it, you're transforming into a much more beautiful version of yourself, which is amazing. Back to the tarot cards though now. King of Cups, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. We got interesting energy. Well, the King of Cups is definitely like a very emotionally mature. It feels in this context, especially with the Nine of Cups coming at the end, feels very emotionally mature, in the sense of, I really do feel that originally this project came to you as an idea that was very exciting, Nine of Cups style. Very exciting. It's like, it felt like an ego dream. It's like something that our human self really wants, It's like something really exciting, but the soul says, yeah, that's fun, but you're not gonna feel that much fulfilled with it, It's like, it's not gonna change your world. That's what I'm getting at. It's like, it's something, I really do feel somehow that for most of you, this project first came as an ego dream, as an ego desire, perhaps an ego obsession. There's nothing wrong with that. It's pretty fun, but I'm really feeling that through this transformation, and the fact that because of the very nature of this transformation, your project is appearing as being delayed. Through this delay, you're getting to sink deeper into yourself, and I'm resensing you that, yeah, from this first intention ego dream, you're really getting into now this very profound emotional maturity. Is like, yes, it's fun, but you're wanting actually today to make out of this project something much deeper, much more fulfilling, not just something fun on the spot, fun on the moment. It's like, it's really something that you're wanting to build your future with. You're wanting to make out of this project something which is going to be one of your foundations. Another of the reasons to why this shift in perspective of you just obsessing over it versus now you really wanting to do something deep out of it is also very much pushing towards your transformation. But I'm really seeing you like accessing a new depth, a new level of emotional understanding of yourself, which is what we call emotional maturity at the end of the day. You know, it's not like, it sounds very fancy, but that's very much all that it is. It's like you're re-understanding yourself much deeper, in a much deeper light. And yeah, I'm getting a very deep energy, and a very delicious energy, honestly. It feels very sweet, very delicious, but profoundly fulfilling. It's the kind of fulfillment that nothing can replace. It's not, an object cannot make you feel that fulfilled within. And I really do feel that this is one of the added gifts to what you asked for. Sure, you're gonna receive it, especially if we got the Nine of Pentacles, like, oh yeah, you, the universe got you covered, don't you worry. But this is like the cherry on top of the cake. It's like, yeah, you're gonna love it, but the thing which is actually going to be the most fulfilling is who you've become, if it makes sense. And yeah, very deep energies, very exciting as well. I really love that for you. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and 9 of Cups. Well, I'm gonna start with the 9 of Cups because this one is speaking straight. No, I'm gonna leave it to the end. Spirit is saying, okay, no touchy. No touchy. 3 of Pentacles. I'm definitely sensing that it almost feels decorrelated, but at the same time not. I don't know how this fits in right now, but I guess it's something you need to hear. 3 of Pentacles is the card of collaboration. I'm sensing friendships. I'm sensing, yeah, collaborations in many different kinds, just others. And enjoying your time with others. And yeah, I'm sensing a shift. I perhaps sense that so far or lately, whatever applies, it's still general reading, your relationships to the people around you was mostly like not necessarily the most fulfilling. I'm sensing. Perhaps you feel like you didn't have many friends. Perhaps you felt a little alone. I'm sensing. Perhaps you were surrounded with many people, but you didn't necessarily feel a very deep, strong connection with them. And that's fine. But I'm definitely sensing that something is happening right now where I'm hearing purge. I'm sensing that a lot of people are necessary. For those of you who are sensing that there are a lot of people leaving your life at this moment, just so you know that, yet again, it's not random. The people who you're not meant to be with are leaving to make space for those you're meant to be with. Then I'm definitely sensing, yeah, I'm seeing you like being around other people, having each other's back, perhaps collaborating with each other, but just like having, I want to say like symbiotic relationships, like relationships that actually feel good, where you're adding to each other's well-being. It's like I'm resensing you discovering a new meaning of what it is, a relationship. I'm sorry, this message is coming in a little slow, but the message is, the energy feels a little scary, but we've got many people on this call, so that may be one of the reasons. It's like I'm resensing that you're discovering at this moment as well, like what it's like to have relationships that actually feel deep, that actually feel meaningful. There we go, meaningful relationships where you are aware of what you are offering them, and you are aware of what they're offering you in return, and there is no expectations of something else. And I just feel like easygoing, easy flowing relationships, like just relationships which feel weirdly simple to you, because perhaps you haven't experienced many relationships like that. It's like relationships where you don't have to think about it. There is no hard working relative to these relationships in the plural form. So that's something, but I'm definitely getting the message like, yet again, it's okay if funky stuff is happening with the people around you, with your relationships. If you feel like you are losing if you feel some connections getting, some ties like withering away, that you're feeling some people getting further away from you, that you're noticing yourself gravitating away from some people, it's like the right people cannot step in if you're still attached with the people who are not meant for you. Especially as you're witnessing such a deep transformation within yourself, perhaps the people you had around you are no longer in resonance with who you're becoming. So that's some very interesting message, but for those of you who need to hear it, it's like your relationships are going through a transition right now, massive transition, deep transition, for the absolute best. You are not going to regret it, trust me, on that one. You are going to experience what it feels like to have meaningful, deep relationships. And I'm hearing that you've been in need of that, so there you go. But yeah, yet again, it's like back to the primary message, and the first message is like, don't freak out, everything is happening as it is meant to. You're not going to regret it. Two of Pentacles is definitely making me feel a kind of silly energy, like funny energy. A very playful energy. I'm just sensing you like, yeah, your project is materializing, but you're not taking yourself so seriously anymore. Perhaps there was a lot of serious energy beforehand, and the version of you who asked for these beautiful things was way too serious, actually. It's like the thing that you're receiving is so light, it feels so good, that seriousness just smothers it. It just kills it. Overthinking kills it. It's like all of this good stuff that you're asking about cannot really coexist with all of this seriousness and this mental energy. And I'm really seeing you with the Two of Pentacles, like just being silly and playful without a thought. That's a beautiful energy that you're stepping into. And all of this is leading, like the Nine of Cups, which to me really feels like the ego, the wish card, the ego dream. It's like just resting peacefully with all of your cups filled with all of your dreams. I'm really sensing through this card is like, yeah, what you've been asking for is bound to happen. And you know it because some of you, with this mental energy, I'm sensing some of you feel like you absolutely need it. It's like, oh yes, it's happening. But get ready because it's going to be way more than what you've asked for. I'm wanting to pick up one last card to close the reading. Yep. We obviously got 3. Fine, I'm gonna read them all. Full moon in Taurus, last quarter moon in Leo, full moon in Capricorn. We got 4 moons, definitely. Last quarter moon. Last quarter moon is about releasing, which is definitely what you're experiencing through this transition, releasing an old version of you, all narratives, all identities. And the full moons, which are both in Earth sign, I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, it's like whatever project you are creating, whatever project you are witnessing coming to life, although for some of you may not see it going anywhere at the moment because you're still in the transformation phase, definitely sensing that this is building a very strong foundation for who you are. Yeah, strong foundation is being built through this project. That's why I feel like you're gonna receive so much more than what you've asked for. You're not realizing the impact of what you've been asking for. And it's so beautiful. Lighten up. I'm definitely seeing you like lighting up. I'm hearing glow up for some of you, but I mean, when we feel much more at peace and much happier, it's no surprise that we glow up. Don't have to be looking for very far for that, but I'm definitely sensing, yeah, it's just you letting go of a weight, you letting go of stress, you letting go of seriousness through this transformation and opening up to this almost new phase of your life, or for some of you just a project, a new experience, which is very grounding, but it is filled with so much love and light. So yeah, it feeds you. I'm so excited for you to get that thing. Yeah, thank you so much for having shared space with me today. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so if you're looking for an even more accurate, more personal, more tailored reading, I'm offering a private readings, you can check out the description box down below for more information, like so. Let me know, by the way, in the comments, please, how it went for you, if it resonated. I'd love to read about your thoughts. And yeah, I wish it's not the last time I read for you. I'm gonna be reading for you again in future videos. Until next time, see ya. Have a good one. Hey, how are you doing, Pile 2? You're up? Hope you're excited about this message. I hope you're ready to hear. No filters on. Exactly what you need to hear at this moment. If Pile 2, if you chose this beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent, splendid piece of Labradorite, that's gonna be your reading. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get started. What is it that you need to hear right now at this moment? Pile number 2. Where are messages from the universe, from your guides, whomever wants to come through? But what it is you need to hear. We got, ooh, interesting energies. Side note, I love this turquoise color. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. Dragonfly Spirit Brown Bear. Wow. Okay, I'm getting some deep energies at work here. My god. Feels very, very deep. It feels gorgeous. The greens and the blues are up there, let me tell you that. It's such a noble, deep, beautiful energies which it is enveloping you at this moment. That's beautiful. I'm really sensing that you're very, just something you need to know at this moment is like you're good. You're very protected and you're guided. It's like, I see just, yeah, beautiful energies enveloping you at this moment. You're guided, you're being protected, and that is beautiful. I'm definitely sensing that. What am I sensing? This bear is definitely catching my eye. I'm hearing you're awakening to your power, perhaps dormant power for some of you. The bear is, you know, noticeably known for a creature you don't want to be messing with because it's freaking strong, right? And that's definitely what I'm sensing is, oh, okay, I got it. Dragonfly Spirit, Brown Bear Spirit is like, I feel that for some reason, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it with the tarot cards later, I think, but whatever's going on, I genuinely feel that you've been pretending to be much smaller than who you actually are, and or whatever applies, you have been living a life pretending to be someone that you're not. And I'm not saying that it was necessarily intended on your behalf, but I'm definitely sensing that you're just doing your best with what you have, and because of beliefs and narratives, the way you're leading your life may not be actually a way that feels the best to you. Perhaps you feel like you have quote-unquote no choice, but it doesn't feel good. And I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, there's something which is out of alignment somehow, but it's something that you're aware of this. You feel that something is not, there's something that you're wanting to let go of. There's something that it just doesn't feel right. And I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, you're currently transcending illusions. Like, there are some lies that you've been fed with. Perhaps it was recent, perhaps it was a long time ago, but you're learning to not live anymore according to someone else's agendas, according to someone else's expectations, according to someone else's truth, but instead living for your own truth, because I genuinely do feel that you have a lot of power within you, which is untapped at this moment. It's like, I don't know why, but you know, like this black stone on the forehead of the bear is like, for some reason in my mind's eye, it's actually lit, it's blue, but here it's black, as if it was turned off, you know? as if like this beautiful stone here was just turned off and you were turning it on so as to let it shine blue. Blue, which is definitely, here would be like definitely the third eye. I'm definitely sensing that you're playing with your third eye and you're definitely being helped with that to identify the lies that you've been living according to. And I generally do feel that, yeah, you could totally could be in a place of your life where it's like you feel that some certain things, they're just not working for you that well or not anymore. And I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, it's just because you've been living according to truths which actually turned out not to be true. It's just that you didn't take the time to question them. Perhaps you didn't have any reason to question them because so far it had worked. So far it worked for you. But I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, you are just letting go of lies or assumptions which just turn out not to be true and make things harder for no particular reason. And coming back to your authenticity, like this bear just dressed like a freaking shaman. I'm literally seeing you, yeah, coming back to your authenticity and completely exploring and expressing who you are, as wacky and silly as it may seem to others or to yourself at first. Like you dressing as a shaman in the middle of a very corporate environment, you know, it's like feels a little far-fetched on this one, but I'm definitely sensing, yeah, you coming back to yourself and letting go of many lies and illusions and coming back to your truth, your authenticity, discovering more of what is true to you. Although it felt valid, it was not true. What is true then to you? And that in turn is activating some deep powers within you, perhaps some gift. It's like there's an activation happening right now as a result of you letting go of some illusions, some lies. I'm not feeling any heavy energy at all. It's like all of these lies that you were believing in, like there isn't like a purposefully negative energy behind it. It's just like, oh yeah, these things were assumed at some point or believed because someone told them, and we just took it on as our truth, and we never took the time to realize that no, actually that's theirs, but ours is different, you know. So that's interesting message. But yeah, definitely a strong activation and coming back to yourself, to your roots, to who you are, and honoring that. And that's a very, yet again, like a very powerful, very noble energy that you're awakening within yourself. So I love that for you. I really do. I'm gonna bring out some tarot cards to see if we have more information about what is going on, what it is you need to hear. But that is already a very profound message I'm getting. By the way, the blues and the green, I wanted to touch a little on that since it caught my attention immediately. It really does feel like green is heart chakra energy, blue in this case really feels like both throat and third eye chakra. Strong accent on the third eye nonetheless. But yeah, I'm definitely sensing you just seeing things for what they actually are, although we may have believed them that they were something else till now. Seeing through things, seeing them for what they actually are, seeing through the illusion, realizing that perhaps it's not our truth, and just coming back to our truth, coming back to our heart center and expressing ourselves in a more truthful manner, a manner which better suits us, which better works for us. But yeah, beautiful energies yet again. Tarot cards time. We got, oh, interesting, an ant. Okay. The Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups, the King of Cups, many cups. many cups. Okay. Interesting. An ant, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, King of Cups. Yeah, it's literally like you coming back to yourself. Like, I'm gonna keep an ant for last because it feels like it's a card of cycles, a very cyclical card. So I think I can begin with it, but I'm gonna use it to wrap it up. The Ace of Cups is definitely like the beginning of a new adventure, like all aces. The fact that it's a cups, it's like it's the beginning of something new when it comes to emotional fulfillment. And in this context, it's really like the beginning of you expressing yourself for who you are. I'm hearing self-exploration journey, but more than this, it's like you beginning to express yourself for who you are. And perhaps this is something that you're not used to, and that's okay. You know, but I'm definitely something that is very new to, it's brand new. It's not something that you're used to. Not to say that it's like, I'm not saying that you were expressing yourself in a completely fake manner, that not at all, but it's like there are some key points here that you've been investigating lately, which is really inviting for this new beginning of who you are, this inner revolution, this new understanding of yourself, and yeah, a new journey. I'm literally seeing that your life is going to change a lot as a result. All of these cards are very internal cards. They are all describing our emotional state in this case. I'm not getting anything about your external reality, but obviously I'm sensing that your life will change a lot drastically as a result of that. But it's a very, yeah, internal energies that we're dealing with here. It's like the journey of a brand new you. It's like I'm seeing like this metaphor of a book, you know, and it's like you got the hero of the hero of the story, and there are different chapters, and now you're just flipping this page, and there's a brand new chapter with its title like chapter 4 something 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 exclamation mark. And in this chapter, it's like the hero has learned some lessons, and they're ready to actually go about their life in a completely brand new way. And that's really what I'm saying, is like it's a completely brand new beginning of you, and thus your life as well. That's very, very exciting. It's like, yeah, a brand new you, living your life and viewing the world in a brand new way, a way which feels like you, and I'm hearing a way which feels like home, because now you're starting to recognize yourself. Because you know yourself better. The Six of Cups is the card that really invites us to reflect on our past. It's very nostalgic. I'm really sensing that, yeah, it's like you're sorting out through. I'm sensing a bit of confusion there, some bit of unsettled energies. That's why it's beautiful that we have some very clear-cut third eye energies above, which are really helping you to see through the lies, because I'm definitely sensing that, yeah, it's as you're investigating these points of these parts of your life which aren't necessarily working best in your favor at this moment, is bringing up a lot of old emotions, old identities, old memories, and you're really like, I'm seeing this movement, but it's like you're really fragmenting it and seeing it, analyzing it, studying it, and realizing, oh yeah, this belongs to me, this is not mine. This is who I used to be, but now I choose to transmute into the lesson I want to be learning at this moment, so as to become this new version of myself. I'm really seeing you like, yeah, putting things into order, because so far you may have been very confused in these parts of yourself. Feel like a lot of energy, like you see at a part of your life that you want to shift, you investigate it, and you realize that it's a freaking mess. There are a lot of beliefs flying left and right, a lot of emotions. You don't even know where they come from. It's like really you taking the time to put things in order within yourself, and all of this process being just made by you of, yeah, being present with yourself, so as to bring the clarity. Just be present with yourself, and you will see clearly. But I'm really seeing you, yeah, in this work of you actually wanting to see more clearly within yourself, to see what the heck is going on there. And as a result, it's like King of Cups, it's emotional maturity. I'm really sensing you like this process is really making you feel much, it's bringing you to a state of much deeper awareness of yourself. You're much more aware as a result of yourself. By the way, this is a process which has already begun. Just want to letting you know. I'm sensing some of you are like, yeah, I wish it would start as like, no, you're already in process. There's nothing you need to do, you know, it's like you're already on it, don't you worry. And you are, as I was saying at the start, like you are guided and you're protected through this process. It's like you're not alone on this one. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, the King of Cups is really the result of, especially after the Six of Cups, I'm literally seeing like a kid growing into an adult. It's just that this kid was a kid all along because it was never given the opportunity to grow up. Because they had to figure it all out on their own. And now you are going back to see what the hell is going on with that quote-unquote kid within you. You're putting things into order, and all of a sudden that frees up, all of this clarity frees up space and gives the opportunity to grow up internally. And to, yeah, it's like it really reflects, this card really reflects to me like sense of strong emotional maturity, in the sense of you being aware of yourself. You know, these people who feel very like whole, these people who you come across and I genuinely do feel this is something you've had the experience of plenty of times. These people that you would meet, they feel whole. They feel like they know themselves so well. They feel so deep. They feel so mature, but not serious. Just they seem to be so aware of themselves. That's where you're going. So how this is relevant for a lot of you, I'm sensing, but this is definitely what you're going through. Like this maturity that you've been envying sometimes within other people is just the result of one getting to know themselves, being able to see clearly within themselves, well, what's down there? How is it going? How is it organized? How does it work? And yeah, the way you work within is going to be completely different from the way someone else's works. That's why it's important to see what is your truth versus what is someone else's. But I'm definitely sensing like a lot of emotional maturity coming through. Yeah, very deep emotional maturity coming as a result of just knowing yourself, seeing clearly within you what's going on. And as such, being able to decide what is yours, what is not. What is the truth you choose, what is the truth you let go of. What boundaries you choose to put up, what are your likings, what are your dislikings. Your dislikes, that's it, enough. Me English. But yeah, another message I'm getting is like emotional fulfillment. You're gonna feel much better, just as a whole. When you are aware, you are automatically in control. And when it comes to our emotions, it feels good to be aware of how you work emotionally and to thus feel in control of your emotions. Not in the sense that you control them, that you make them do what you want them to do. No, because you're aware of them, you know how to flow with them. Not to be affected that much by them anymore. And you feel much happier as a result, just naturally happier, I'm sensing, for a lot of you here. Another one is better communication. It feels random, but it's another thing of the King of Cups. It's like being able to better communicate with the people around you because you are aware of what's going on emotionally. Yeah, did you know? Emotions represent the very utmost basic experience of humans on this planet. The whole reason to why we do what we do, we think what we think, is because of emotions. Imagine being aware of them and being in control of them now. Well, that's a whole different story. The Anand is definitely like the card of, I'm sensing like coming back to self, coming back to your center, coming back to who you actually are, beyond what you were told to, beyond what you assumed, beyond what the society you grew up in, the religion you may have grown up in led you to believe. Is like at square one, who are you without all of these beliefs, you know? Now this card is definitely this very deep energy, this invitation that you are experiencing of, yeah, coming back home, coming back to yourself, getting to know yourself for who you actually are, beyond what you were told. Let me bring out some other oracle cards. Perhaps, this one is wanting to come to close this beautiful these are too many. This beautiful reading. These two. Okay, we got 3. Thinking about 1, but we got 3. That's fine. First one was this one. Give me a second. Come back here. There you go. Clear your mind. Well, there you go. I think it couldn't get more literal than this, but it's definitely, yeah, exploring yourself, discovering what's going on underneath, and becoming aware of what is your mind, what is not your mind, what are your emotions, what are not your emotions, what is yours, what is not yours, re-putting things in order within. And this is like, this process is settling the mud in the lake so that you can see clearly through the water, because right now the waters feel murky. You can't see through it because there's too much stuff going on, and someone needs to pay attention to it. Someone needs to organize it a little for the mud to be able to settle down, to be able to see clearly again. And that's definitely what you're doing. Back to this very strong third eye energy. It's like clearing your space, clearing your mind, putting things into order, and as a result, naturally seeing much clearer. Embrace the flow of life. Full moon in Gemini. We got 2 Geminis. It's a bigger picture. That's interesting. Got 2 full moons and 1 last quarter moon. Yeah, I'm resensing that, you know, like these cards are definitely calling out for very zoomed out energies. Back to what I was sensing immediately with the bear. It's like, yes, this process right now feels a little bit like you got your nose into it, and it feels like, yeah, this is something that feels good to do. That's why you're doing it. You see how beneficial it is to you to be investigating within yourself, putting things into order and discovering more of yourself to be able to, yeah, just build a better, more fulfilling life for yourself. But it's like, this process is really leading you into tapping into more of who you are, into your perhaps untapped potentials, power of yours that, yeah, would be lying dormant till then. Maturity which has been within you all along, but you perhaps didn't necessarily express it that much. I'm really seeing you like becoming the next version of yourself, the hero in this book, getting to the next chapter. Literally, it's like getting to the next chapter, the next version, better version of yourself, and being freaking proud of it. And you should be. But yeah, it's like, just know that you're guided, you're supported through this process, and it is happening for a reason. It's because it's time for you to become an even happier human being, you know? Yeah, don't have much more to say about that. That was a very lovely reading. Thank you so much for having shared space with me today. It was an honor to be reading reading your energy. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. If you're looking for a more even more accurate, more custom tailored kind of reading, I'm offering private readings. You can check out the description box down below to see for more information. And yeah, let me know down in the comments, by the way, if it resonated. What are your thoughts about it? I'd be very curious, because these are deep energies, let me tell you that, and I'd be very curious to know about your thoughts on that one. And yeah, I hope this isn't the last time I'm reading for you. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Until then, wish you the best. Have a good one. Bye. Well, hello there, Pile 3. You're up. I hope you're excited. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're curious about the messages, everything you need to know exactly right now, this moment, precisely. If Pile 3, if you chose the Amethyst, that's going to be a reading. So buckle up. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into it. Okay, so pile number 3. What is it that you need to be hearing? What exactly do you need to be hearing at this moment in time? Whenever you find this video, Spirit, let us know. This one. Went flying. Okay. Spider spirit, canary spirit. Oh, interesting. I love that. I love that for you. My God. It's time to dare making your dreams a reality. I genuinely do feel that you have some beautiful big dreams, but you know, they're not necessarily the most conventional ones, or it's not something that you see a lot of around you. I'm definitely sensing that you're dreaming of something which is that I'm feeling it. My God, is very true to you, and you're keeping very close to your heart. It's like I'm seeing literally your higher self saying, "Do this, do this, do this. Come on, do it." I'm literally saying that you feel so pulled towards this thing because you want it so badly, and it just feels so good. You're so excited about it. It feels so true to you. It's like all the lights green about it. But there is the withdrawal on your behalf that feels like, yeah, you like, I mean, you love it. There's no question about that. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of imposed self-doubt here. It's like, yeah, I love that, but at the same time, it's so different from what other people around me are, you know, used to. And I feel, yeah, I'm hearing like some some self-criticism. There you go. Like perhaps you feel like you're not good enough to make it, or perhaps you're wanting to build something and you feel like it's not going to be of service if that's what you're aiming at. It's like I'm genuinely sensing, or perhaps you're wanting to, I don't know, propose for someone, but you're like, but maybe they don't want it. It's like there's a lot of doubt within yourself, I'm hearing, because like the canary spirit is definitely the blue in the background, is definitely like throat chakra, authenticity, expressing yourself for who you are instead of advertising yourself for something that you're not. I'm hearing in the message like sometimes some people ask you, oh yeah, what is it that you want to do? And you give an answer, and spirits are just like, you liar, that's not true, that's not what you want to do. Why do you tell them? Why are you so uncomfortable with what you want? It's like, what's wrong with what you want? I'm definitely sensing that, because it's like I genuinely feel that all the lights are green, but you're not going for it. And yet again, it's like I'm sensing some of you like coming back at yourself. It's like there's no shame here. It's totally okay. It's part of the process. It's like you just feel that yes, the universe is completely supportive here for you to create this thing, but part of the journey is for you to own yourself now, to realize that all of these beliefs that you're holding, this self-criticism, it stems from beliefs that are not true. It's like, no, you are wanted. No, what you're if the thing that you're wanting to create, the thing that this dream you're wanting to make a reality of, is something that is wanted as well. This dream wouldn't exist within you if it didn't have a place. If it wasn't meant to be, you would have never dreamt of it in the first place. If this dream exists within your heart, it's for a reason. There is purpose behind it. And you know, it's like, especially with all the purple energy, like crown chakra energy, it's like there is purpose in this dream. This dream is bound to happen. It is meant to happen. You are meant to act on it. But now it's time to own yourself, to realize. I'm sensing that for most of you, it's not that big of a deal, actually. The reasons why you're holding yourself back, it's not like something super deep, super horrible, that feels awful and all of that. It's just something that hasn't been, well, studied, I would say, something that hasn't been confronted just yet. It's like you really need to confront your beliefs about it, and you'll realize that there isn't much to be afraid of. But I'm literally sensing you withholding because you're convinced that there's something wrong with you being yourself, with you having this dream, you dreaming of it, you wanting to make this a reality. There's something that you feel is wrong, is not okay. And I'm literally sensing spirits is like very compassionately saying, we gotcha, we understand you. And that's the whole point to why things are the way they are right now, whatever they are, wherever they are, whatever they are. But the next step is to, really take the time to question yourself. It's like, why are you not loving yourself for who you are? There's a reason. It's time to investigate it, to realize that there is no point not to be on your side. There is no point in this fear. You know, if you don't feel like pushing through it in resistance to your fear, that's understandable, but it's time to question it. It's like, why are you not owning who you are? You're such a gorgeous being. And I'm literally sensing your energy right now. It's like, whatever you're thinking about is so unique. And I totally get the fact that, it may be intimidating to bring such uniqueness into something that feels very mundane. But it's like, that's the very point where you've been dreaming of it, because you are not mundane. You are beautiful, you're gorgeous, and you're here to show this world something new. And it's like, the world needs you to do it. All the lights are green. Now it's time to see why. It's like, I'm resensing that there's this little, I'm sensing like, like all the lights are green and it feels like the path is just straight ahead, but you're taking the time to do like taking a side path to come back to the original one for you to fall in love with yourself. Definitely right here is like, there must be a little time for you. You need to know that you need to take this time for yourself. Again, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily something that will take you long, because you're gonna quickly realize what it is about. But I just feel like you need this time right now to really investigate what are these fears that you're holding, and why are you criticizing yourself? What are you trying to protect yourself from? Realizing that the only one who needs to love you is yourself, and that is the most fulfilling experience of all anyway. This message is coming in hot, let me tell you that. But yeah, spirits are very passionate about it. Picking up some tarot cards. These 3 ones wanted to fly out. So, whoop. Let me reactivate the camera so that I can see where I'm putting them up. So we got back of the deck energy, 8 of Pentacles, which makes a lot of sense in this context. And then we got 7 of Swords, Strength, 10 of Swords. That's giving us much more context to actually what's going on. Back of the deck energy, 8 of Pentacles, is definitely the card of perfecting your craft. In this case, you're perfecting yourself. I'm definitely sensing that you are such... I mean, I'm definitely getting this energy from you. It's like, you are such a gorgeous being. Let me tell you that. And it's like, I don't know the way you look. I wouldn't be surprised if your looks reflected as well. But your energy, my God, is this so unique. It's so unique, it's so beautiful. And I'm definitely sensing that, something that you're really investigating right now, that you're really being lovingly guided and shoot, I'm missing a word. It's like spirits are holding your hands through this process, is you falling in love with yourself. It's like, you're beautiful. It's time to stop seeking people telling you this, and it's time to see it yourself. You know, it's like, if the universe tells you you're good to go, it's because you are. That's fine. That you already know now. Now it's like, you need to understand that your dreams are completely valid. They exist for a reason. You are so worth it. And what you have to offer to this world, or to these people, whatever is going on in your situation, what you have to offer, what it is that you're wanting to create, what it is you're wanting to receive, whatever, again, it is so wanted. It's like the world wants you to do that. It's time to accept it within yourself. It's time to accept yourself for who you are, and to realize that this is beautiful, that you are beautiful just this way. Where are these fears coming from yet again? And this 8 of Pentacles is definitely making me feel that right now you're in a process. I'm hearing short process. I'd rather say accelerated process. That's why I feel, for some of you, it feels like a little intense on the edges, a little rough edged, a little intense, because it feels very accelerated. But it's like you're really seeing all of these fears coming up for you to understand where they're coming from, to purge them, so as to perfect yourself. And here it's very much falling in love with yourself, realizing how worthy you are of it. You know? And with these cards, 7 of Swords Strength and 10 of Swords. Nom, 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 nom. I feel like it's talking about your fears here. The 7 of Swords is a bit of a... It's like, it feels a little bit of a harsh card. It feels... The theme that to me, it really feels like, it's like the imagery that I have is like being backstabbed. I don't remember if that's actually where it's like I have an image whenever I see this card that within its main meaning, at least how I see it, that pops up, and I don't know if it actually comes from there, but the way Caesar got assassinated by his kid. No, it was not this way. So no, it's screw that. I don't know where it comes from, but I just seeing like the imagery whenever I see this card of someone sitting on the like a king sitting on a throne and someone coming from behind and stabbing through the throne, you know, like the blade piercing through the fabric into someone's back, like backstabbing. That's literally what I get from this card here. And I'm definitely sensing that, you know, like without saying that it has to be super dark and super gloomy, it's like, nah, that's not the point of it, really not. The spirits are definitely not wanting you to focus on that. I'm really sensing that, you know, it's like such a beautiful, innocent white mouse, being confronted to such a situation. Yeah, no wonders that this mouse would grow up feeling less than, you know. I'm generally sensing that the reason to why you have these fears of, I guess, unworthiness at the, it's like they probably all trace down to unworthiness at the end of the day. Probably because, yeah, in the past, you had some not so fun experiences around other people who made you feel less than, like where the unworthiness came from. And I'm literally seeing that it wouldn't take you much to figure out exactly what happened. Let me just take a sip of my water, Leo. I'm literally sensing that it wouldn't take you very long. Like if you allow yourself to feel the fear, to feel the unworthiness underneath, it wouldn't take you long to figure out where it comes from. Like you will quickly remember where it comes from. But it's literally like, for you, it's literally like going back to the origin of these stories, in the plural if there are more than one, and realizing that it's not because you felt like backstab, it's not because you felt like someone antagonized you that it means that you deserve it, honeybee. It's like, yeah, some things happen in life and it's just a question of probability almost, like that at some point you're gonna be antagonized by someone for whatever reason, you know. But it's like you need to go back there and to realize that it has nothing personal. It's not personal. These person or people who made you feel this way were not doing it for you because they hate you. They're just people who don't feel good within and would have treated anyone this way. And these people, you know, treat any other people around them this very way. It's not just you. It's really time for you to go back there and to realize, it's getting very specific, but I'm feeling like that's what you need to hear, so let's go with it. Yeah, you really need to, I feel that this situation, or yet again situations, I'm gonna keep it in the singular form right now, but involve other people and just you being confronted with another person, other people, and feeling antagonized, feeling backstabbed, feeling criticized, feeling hated on, whatever. And it's just time for you to realize that it was not personal. Yeah, perhaps there was a finger pointed at you, but you need to understand that, and you know this, these people would have treated anyone this very way, and they have treated all the people around you the same way. It's not just they're nice with everyone but you, and that's your fault. Nah, you know this. It's about them. They have hatred within, they have something within, and they puke it out. But it has nothing personal. It would have been you, it would have been anyone else, it would have been the same result. They would have treated anyone the same way. It's not about you. So it's time for you to stop making it personal, because it was not personal. And to realize that it's not because you went through this experience that means you deserve it. It's understandable that as a result you would assume that you're not wanted, you're not worthy, you're not this, you're not that, you're too much this, and blah blah blah. It's understandable you would assume these things, but it's now time to understand that no, this experience happened. There's no need to assume anything out of it. It was not personal, probably had nothing to do with you. It's just time to let it go, you know, and to realize that no, you're worthy of it. Actually, you're worthy of it, honey. Woo, a lot of message for this one card. But yeah, and then Strength and Ten of Swords. I mean, these two cards also look a little, like the imagery looks a little stunning. Strength is definitely, like this, all of these tarot cards are definitely making me feel the process that you're going through right now. This little side quest, side journey where you are you're falling in love with yourself, and this process is really mainly done to going back in time, revisiting these experiences from which you assumed that you were not worthy of love, worthy of whatever, and seeing them for what they actually are. Strength is definitely indicating me you making this process, having the courage to go within and to put an end to the war, because all of these memories, I really do feel that beyond you not daring to follow your dreams, like with the spider, more than this is also you not necessarily feeling your best as a general, just because yeah, it's like there are not fun memories to be bearing, to be holding with you, to be carrying around. And the Strength card is really like going within, facing those inner demons and putting an end to the war, realizing that this demon is just a little white mouse asking to be seen for what it is, which is not responsible for what happened. That demon isn't a demon, but you will realize it and will put an end to this war only once you go within, look at it with your own eyes. And it's definitely like this Strength card is definitely showing me this process of you putting an end to the war within. And as such, coming back to your innocence, coming back to who you are, and daring to sing your song. Daring to be authentic, going for it. Not because you know that the external wants it, but because you love yourself, and that's all that matters. That's all that is needed. Ten of Swords is definitely indicating me, yeah, the end of a tough cycle. The end of a tough cycle, but it's like very internal. Yet again, it's like bad memories that you would keep on hurting yourself with. And you, like, once again, through this process, I'm getting the same message over and over again, but it seems to be important to be repeated. It's like you going back in, quote unquote, back in time in your memories and remembering all of this, realizing that, yeah, none of that was your fault, that you are worthy, you know, there is no guilt, there is no reason to feel this guilt. And yeah, putting an end to the war, putting an end to this version of you who was not confident, who felt like they did not deserve, you know? It's like, yeah, there may have been a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of crying perhaps, but now you stand tall on top of it. It's like, okay, all of these bad memories, all of these past events, they re-taught me a lot, and revisiting them, I'm learning a lot about myself and understanding all kinds of beautiful things about myself. Now this journey is about me. It's no longer about trying to fit in, trying to make sense to others. It's not about pleasing the others. It's not trying to find a validation from the outside that, yes, my dreams are worth it. It's like, no, you don't need validation. You have a dream for a reason. Go for it. You loving yourself is the only thing you need anyway. Wanting to bring out one last card. That went deep quickly. Touch this away. But yeah, one last oracle card, please. Spirit says, what is in need to be heard exactly right now? What exactly needs to be heard? I mean, I can't remake this up, can I? You got this. Be proud of yourself. You're an amazing person and you have this dream for a reason. You are completely worthy of it. Offer yourself this time to go within, to face your seeming inner demons, realizing that they're not demons, that there's nothing to be scared of. You're only gonna find yourself and fall in love with yourself. Really, it's like falling in love with yourself is much more literally, in this case, realizing that there is no reason not to love yourself. Rather, there is no reason to be hiding. There is no reason not to love yourself. There is no reason to be hiding this beauty of yours, as unique as it may be. There is no reason for that. Be proud of yourself, you know. Doesn't get more clear, more literal than this. Be proud of yourself as well for this process that can feel a little intense at first, because you're crossing, yeah, you're a strong person, you're a strong soul, and you should be proud of yourself for all that you're making, the path that you're paving for yourself. Yeah, that's a beautiful reading, beautiful energies at work. Thank you so much for having shared space with me today. It was an honor reading your energy. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. If you're looking for a more accurate, more tailored, more personal reading, I'm offering private readings. You can find more information down in the description box if you're interested. And yeah, let me know, by the way, in the comments down below how it went for you, if it resonated, if it hit the spot, if it was useful. I really wanted this reading to, you know, bring clarity in the messages that you need to hear. So I'd love to know, to have your feedback on this. And yeah, I hope I'm gonna be reading for you another time in a future video. Until next time, well, take care of yourself, enjoy all that you're becoming, enjoy the falling in love. Sending you all my love, and yeah, see ya. Hey, point number 4, how you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. You're up. I hope you're ready for the message. I hope you're excited about everything that you need to hear at this moment, what you need to know. If Power 4, if you chose the Hematite, that's gonna be your reading. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. We're going to begin with some oracle cards, which are going to give us the overall energies that we're dealing with at this moment. And these, we got 3. Okay, many cards are like that. And we have Wasp Spirit, Badger Spirit, Runhawk Spirit. Interesting. What do we have here? I think I'm gonna bring out the tarot cards immediately to get more information. I'll bring them up immediately. What do we need? What is part 4 in need of knowing? Well, this one wanted to come out. Yep. So here we have the 8 of Cups, which I'm gonna place reverse since it came reverse. It's gonna be the first time I read the reverse. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I move them up. Let's see what's going on. Yup. Can you see them? Yeah, there we go. Can see them all. I feel like there's a situation that there's something you're not wanting to let go. Not a situation, there's something that you're dearly attached to that you're not necessarily wanting to let go. Yeah, give me a minute before I tune in. But yeah, it just feels like there's something that you are very much scared of letting go. you know it must be let go of, you know that it's in your best interest to let it go, you know that there have been many signs, perhaps even people literally telling you this, that it's time to let it go. But you're not wanting. You're not wanting to. And literally feeling that it's like, as obvious as it is not in your best interest to be keeping this thing in your life, you're not, I mean, that thing you are keeping in your life because it's meeting one of your needs and you're not seeing any alternative at the moment. So you're like, sure, I would happily give it, I would happily give it back to the universe if I was guaranteed I would be able to meet this need any other way, though. And I'm sensing the thing which is elongating the situation and making it turn not so pleasant here is definitely about the fact that this alternative is not really showing itself up. It's like the alternative is not coming up, and so it really feels like a leap of faith for you. Yeah, I'm definitely sensing it's a situation that it could be involving other people, not necessarily though, not for all of you, but I'm definitely sensing that it's not a situation that feels the most comfortable, definitely. Yeah, it's like you're not wanting to let go of it because you're scared that your needs won't be met then. And the invitation is, I'm hearing once again for you, because this is something that you already know of, to be fearless and bold, to take this leap of faith, knowing that the world's got you. These needs that you're wanting desperately to be met will be met another way. I'm hearing something interesting. For some reason, Hematite is coming up. It's like, the Hematite is a stone of protection. And like with the groundhog holding a little heart in its paws, I'm literally feeling like you're wanting to protect something which is dear to your heart. But I'm also feeling a lot of confusion about what it is that you're wanting to protect and what it is you need to let go of. It's like, it feels obvious, and at the same time, when you dig into it, it's like, yeah, but do you even know what we're talking about here? That's what I'm getting. It's like, it feels a little confused. It feels like there are emotions below it rather. There are emotions below the situation, which is making it like not so easy to navigate. And definitely not so easy to really make sense out of. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, it's a weird energy, weird scattered energy that I'm getting. It's like, as a whole, I can tell that you're in a situation which does not feel comfortable in the slightest. Perhaps it even feels a little challenging. And it's obvious that the, again, obvious answer would be to let that go, let it go. But at the same time, from your perspective, it feels that letting this go, it's like letting something so precious to you go away that you need, and you're very scared of it. It's like you're very, very scared of it. And I'm literally hearing like Spirit saying you need to know that you're not seeing the situation clearly, actually. I'm getting like your energy is very confused about what it's actually about. I'm feeling like, yeah, there's obviously something you need to let go of, but in your eyes, that which you're being asked to let go is something which is actually very important to you. Like, and spirits are like, no, but that's not what we're asking you to let go. And then you'd be like, yeah, but then what is it you want me to let go? Do you get what I mean? It's like, I feel like you are aware that something must be let go of, but in your eyes, it just feels like throwing the baby with the bathwater. Like there is a separation, a boundary that needs to be established to realize that there's something that needs to be let go of, but you can still keep this thing which is actually very important to you. Whereas when you're trying to get yourself to letting go of it, you're trying to let go of everything, including some things that are actually part of you. It's like you can't let them go, actually. It's very confused. There is yeah, there is like there's a situation here involved where two things have been mixed up together and it's hard to unentangle them, and one of the two needs to be let go of, but you only see the whole ball, and you're like, yeah, but I can't let go of this, and Spirit is like, yeah, but that's not what we're asking you to let go, we're asking you to let go of this, but you've mixed them up, so it's like now you don't know what to do anymore. If it makes sense. It's very interesting. The Eight of Cups reversed, it's like Eight of Cups generally is the beginning of an adventure, you going out of the nest as a little octopus, very cute octopus, going out of the nest and exploring the world for yourself, discovering yourself, and creating a life for yourself, which feels good to you. When it's reversed, I'm literally sensing that one of the things that you could be resisting letting go of is going out, living life for yourself. It's like you're refusing to live life for yourself relative to something. And yeah, I'm sensing that somehow it's like letting go of that. Yeah, yet again, it's very bizarre energy. I mean, it's not weird, it's just very confusing because there are two things entangled into one another. And so we cannot see clearly. It's like you're resisting exploring life for yourself. You're resisting developing this, I'm getting autonomy, this sense of autonomy, this sense of exciting independence. Because to you it feels like you're giving up on support, you're giving up on feeling supportive, feeling loved, feeling having connections. It's like, yet again, in your eyes, going out into the world and claiming your independence and who you are means letting go of a lot of things that every single human being needs, like connection, support, and all that things. And Spirit is like, well, why would that be a thing though? How is it the two came to be entangled? You know, like how come that they're now entangled? These aren't the same things. And with this confusion, it's like, yeah, you're scared now to go for it, whereas it's a very exciting opportunity which is being presented. But you're not wanting to go with it because you're scared of all the rest that you think you're going to be losing. Yeah, yet again, something that doesn't really add up, but it feels confused within you. Because it's like this invitation to explore a world, like to embark on this new journey, the Eight of Cups, the invitation to go on this new journey, the invitation to claim life for yourself, basically. It really is, I feel, what is going to build the life the way you want it. I'm feeling, since it's the Pentacles, it could be also financially and career-wise, and perhaps you have some project that you would want to come to see to fruition. Perhaps there are many things that you're wanting to see come to life, and like they're not gonna come to life with you still holding on to this. It's like it needs you to claim your independence. It needs you to claim who you are. It needs you to separate yourself from, I'm guessing, these people at this point, although it's not necessarily people. But I was earlier picking up on that it could have been about people. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but I'm sensing one situation for some of you could be literally like you not wanting to let go of somebody because you feel, I don't know, safe with them, and it's you realizing that letting go of this person, because perhaps for whatever reason you need to let go of them, doesn't mean that you're not going to be safe. It's just that you have associated safety to that one person, and so letting go of this person to you means letting go of the need, means letting go of safety as well. No one would want to do that. But that's the whole point. Is like, why safety? Why have you associated safety with a human being? Safety is not something relative to a human being. Safety is at the end of the day is found within. It's an experience. You can have the experience of safety around other people, but it's not because of the people. So why would letting go of someone would be letting go of some of your needs? Do you catch my drift? And I'm sensing that this could be this kind of situation that we're dealing with. But again, it's like the life that you're wanting to create for yourself is not gonna be possible with these other things that you're not letting go of. It needs you to be claiming your independence. It needs you to be independent. It needs you to be, rocking your boat. And I'm literally saying that there is, like, deep down, you're actually very excited about that, about being independent, rocking your own boat, living in life for yourself, being your best self, exploring this world for yourself. It's like you're very excited about it, but it's just that on top of that excitement is covered up by this fear at this moment. But intrinsically, this idea excites you very much. That's what I'm getting. And like the Nine of Cups is definitely making me feel that, yeah, there is a lot of joy and abundance to be found on this journey. There is a lot of, well, first of all, it's an emotionally fulfilling journey, one of discovery of who you are and creating a life that suits you, one which is, emotionally fulfilling. It's a journey where you're going to be creating a strong foundation for yourself, one which reflects who you are, and creating a physical world for yourself which suits you, which pleases you, not necessarily the people around you, but it's your life, you know? And here the Nine of Cups is definitely like, abundance, emotional, but also physical. It's like just you feeling fulfilled and happy with and content with your life. It's like the life of your dreams is just on the other side of you getting through your fears. And a very good trick on this is really like to help yourself realizing that you have the thing that makes this choice seemingly impossible is because you have entangled together things which originally are not. It's like, I'm getting another idea, love and romance. Some people don't see the difference, whereas they're actually completely distinct. You can be romantically attracted to someone that you do not love. You can love someone that you're not romantically attracted to. Think family, think friends. You can love someone that you feel romantically attracted to. That's the best thing for a romantic partner. But you understand that love and romance, they can coexist, but they're intrinsically completely different experiences that can coexist and can also not coexist. And that's what I'm getting here. Is like, you're not seeing the difference between love and romance. As a kind of an example, there's a situation here where you have put together two things or more things, where there's obviously one of them that needs to be released, and you know that, but you have attached it to other things which are meant to be kept. But because you have attached them together now, and that you do not see the difference anymore, or just you didn't see the difference to begin with, that doesn't matter, that's okay. Well, now it makes it impossible for you to release it. No wonder you'd be very scared to release it now. But that's the thing, it's like Spirit is really guiding you into taking this time for yourself to dive in and to become aware. This knot, this ball that you have unknowingly created, what is it made of? What are the different components that you have put together unknowingly? Perhaps you have put, another example that we were having before was like, perhaps you have put a person together with an emotional experience. Realize that this emotional experience is not dependent on that person. Perhaps this emotional experience in that example is something that is an experience that you can have, and it just so happens that with this person you have it at the same time. Whenever you're around this person, you have this emotional experience, but this emotional experience you can have in many other contexts. The Two of Wands is literally like a choice to be made, and this particular deck has a beautiful description of, a beautiful imagery about it, which is like, everyone is here on this planet, and there are a lot of busy bees here, and there's one lonely bee. It's not lonely, but one adventurous bee that goes on an adventure and chooses another planet to explore. And they're pioneering there, but they're making whatever they want here, because as of now, they're still the only being on this world. So it's theirs, you know? It's really like the choice. The choice is yours. And you are feeling very strongly guided towards making that choice of pioneering for a new life for yourself. One which is so much more exciting. Yet again, I feel a lot of excitement on your behalf deep down, because you know that with all of this freedom, there is all the space to make all of these beautiful things that you're wanting possible. An emotionally fulfilling life, a life which physically reflects that which you want, a life which is abundant the way that you want. It's like, it's all possible, where you need to let go of some things, embrace your independence, and realize that perhaps the things that you're afraid of, they're not related to that which you've attached to. Yet again, I'm coming back to this metaphor, but perhaps in the situation you could be afraid of independence because you have associated one person with your safety. Realize that safety does not rely on this one person. Safety can exist in many other different ways, can be experienced with many other people, can be experienced with many other things, can be experienced within you. It can also be experienced without anything, with no shoot, I forgot the word. Like, safety can be experienced with no prerequisites. There you go. You know? Understanding that you're putting together things which are not the same originally. That is going to help you see the difference and let go of that which needs to be let go of. Very profound energy, very interesting message. Let me tell you that. I'm going to pull up one last card for this reading. But yeah, such an interesting energy. But yet again, it's like, I cannot deny how much exciting things are waiting for you on the other side. Tend to the details. Well, yet again, it's like I'm getting this energy of last quarter moon. First of all, it's releasing. It's the releasing phase of the moon cycle. So, you know, pretty on brand here. But attend to the details. I'm literally sensing that your situation is definitely not as complicated as you feel it is. It feels this complicated because you're not seeing it for what is actually happening. You're not seeing the truth of the situation. That's why it feels so complicated. But if you were to study it, retake the time, okay, what do I feel? It's obvious that I need to be releasing that, but it feels this way as well, and I'm scared. Well, what's up with that? What's up with that not? It's like, take the time to study yourself, to study your situation, and to tune into your feelings, and to realize where you have put things together which aren't necessarily belonging together. Yet again, like love and romance, yes, they can coexist, but they can also not coexist, because, you know, fundamentally these are two different separate things. Here it's like, where is your love and where is your romance in this situation? That's definitely what I'm getting. And yeah, this message is definitely like an invitation to take the time to really study your situation with the help, with the magnifying glass of your emotions to help you with that, so as to finally release what needs to be released while keeping what needs to be kept, and not the other way around. So yeah, a very, very, very interesting message. I hope this was helpful, honestly, because it felt very specific, but yeah. Let me know down in the comments, please, if it resonated, if it was helpful, because I'd love to read about your thoughts. It was an honor reading your energy. It was an honor, yeah, being in your presence. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. If you're looking for a more, even more accurate and more personal reading, know that I'm offering private readings. You can check out the description box down below if you're interested for more information. But yeah, yet again, very interesting reading we had today. I wish it not to be the last time I read for you. I wish to be reading your energy in future videos. Until then, I wish you the best and sending you so much love, especially through this process that you're going through. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.